continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord, Elizabeth Walker as Carolyn Russell, and also starring Barbara Rush as Marcia Russell.
Betty Harrington has just made a last and desperate effort to end the separation from her husband, Rodney. An effort that once again ended in Rodney's determination to try to solve their marital problems himself in his own way, without Betty. Now, during the long walk from the Harrington house near the Peyton Place wharf, Betty has been making a decision, a reaction to Rodney's attitude. A decision which will once again place her in the world of Stephen Cord.
Betty.
Where's your grandfather's brandy?
The good booze?
Yes, the good booze.
You know, all kinds of people stopping here for emergency rations. Get out of the cold or something. Attorneys, judges, clients, prospective clients, ex-wives.
I guess you're one of those St. Bernards in the Alps, the one who carry brandy around to all kinds of lost souls.
Well, I've never seen myself as a large dog, but then you never know.
Stephen, what's the condition of your grandfather's estate?
Still all locked up tight?
Let's go after it.
All right. Let's go after it.
Let's go after it now.
Why? I've been asking you, and you've said no. Why the sudden change?
I didn't know I had to give reasons.
Well, you don't. Forget it.
Good, then it's done. You'll proceed along the legal lines, including me as what, the petitioner?
That's right. The petitioner. So you see, Betty, your marriage to me wasn't a total loss after all. You've picked up a little legal terminology.
Keep me informed, Stephen, every step of the way.
I knew you were coming.
You couldn't have talked to Rod. I was just with him.
No, it was just some peculiar kind of sixth sense. I just knew. You know, it's strange when people have been married when they live together.
When are you going to file, Stephen?
As soon as possible. There'll be a lot of preliminaries. A few depositions. You gonna change your mind?
Why should I change my mind?
No, I mean, are you and Rod going to get back together?
No chance.
I don't want to petition the court. I don't want to challenge the will without you.
Rod and I are separated. Separated. That's a polite word for saying it's finished, it's over.
Then I can count on you?
You've always known I've had this thing for big money, haven't you?
What would you like me to say?
Well, what I mean is that Hannah Cord saw it, Norman Harrington saw it, Rod. So if everyone takes one big look at me and decides that I'm on fire, well, I guess I'm on fire. Get that money.
All right. The thing you have to do is you have to check out all this equipment.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right? Let's just forget it.
I just want to check it out. That's all I'm asking. Just let me check it out first.
I don't care if you check it out.
You're being stubborn. You know it.
Listen, if they have the facilities, I'll use them. If they don't have the facilities, I don't care. I'm going anywhere.
Yeah, that's no way to be, though. You know it. college. It was right after the war, the Second World War. Now, I went on the first GI Bill. In those days, they had a wheelchair ramp on every building. They had ground floor facilities in all the dormitories. But that was over 20 years ago. See, I don't know what the situation is now.
Chuck, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Hey, well, this is a surprise.
How you doing, Ada?
Gee, you're looking great, Rod.
Well, thank you. The prisoner takes an outing.
Look, it's kind of busy around here, but you tell me what you want and I'll get you started.
Oh, how about a beer, huh?
Hey, room for one more?
Hey, Tom. How are you? Okay.
See what I mean? They still keep coming.
Order up, he's buying.
Light.
Gotcha.
Well, what's the word?
It's on. I'm going to college.
Hey, that's what I wanted to hear.
I'd like to talk some sense into him first.
Oh, he worries too much. Did you see those pictures in the front of the brochure?
No, but I've been to the campus before, and it's beautiful. It's right on the Charles.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
What's wrong with your legs?
I'm fine.
Let me see. Yeah, you're tightening up.
Forget it, will you?
No, you've had enough for the day. Look, I'm gonna get you a wheelchair. I'm taking you back.
Oh, come on.
First round's on the house.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Ada.
Hey, look, will you see to it that he stays down for a little while in his wheelchair?
Well, I'll try, but I can't guarantee it.
Well, if he starts to get up, hit him with something.
Dedication.
How'd Betty take the news about college?
Well, I haven't told her yet.
Are you ready to have a catch? I mean, just toss the ball back and forth?
Yeah, I suppose I could manage that. But you're going to have to shag all the loose balls.
Well, that's fair enough. Rod, look, I didn't want you to break up with Betty. I just suggested that you go away to college. I had no idea that you'd go without her.
You're off the hook. It's my decision. And it's just a separation. I mean, it's not final. Tom, I got to find out who I am and what I'm worth on my own. And I have to do it alone, and the sooner I do it, the more I'll be worth to Betty later on.
Have you told that to Betty?
Well, I think she knows, more or less.
How'd she take it?
She was hurt. As a matter of fact, I guess I've hurt her pretty deeply. But I know what I'm doing is really the best for both of us.
Maybe I better pick up a basketball at high school.
Yeah, something big and round.
Yeah. You want to do it tomorrow?
Why not?
As soon as your legs loosen up.
Hey, Tom, leaving town, going to college. That's not running away.
I didn't say it was.
Didn't you?
I better get back to work.
I thought you were going to keep me standing out there till I turned into a piece of ice.
No, I'm sorry. I was just getting the ironing started.
I've been shopping. I got everything we need.
Everything we need.
Yeah. You said you wanted to learn how to bake homemade things, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, but I didn't mean today. It could be sometime next week.
Oh, well, there's no time like the present for getting things done. Tomorrow's always a day away.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just going to do my ironing today and then go down to the bike shop to see Norm.
At a bike shop.
Yeah, he likes me to come down in the afternoon. It sort of breaks up his day.
You can put your ironing away. You aren't going to do that today.
Well, what about Norman?
Oh, he won't be disappointed when he sees what you've got waiting for him when he gets home. And besides, the bike shop is no place for a lady to wait around. You just look and see what I've got here.
Oh, my gosh.
I started from scratch because I know how you modern young housewives are. When I was a girl, my mother had to do everything. We had to churn our own butter and cure our own meats and bake our own bread and put up our own preserves, in addition to doing everything else that a housewife is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And you young people today, why, you raise such a fuss and a holler if you have to do the least little thing. So I'm going to teach you how to do things for yourself again and not be dependent on the canned goods and the frozen foods department, because people didn't always have those things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mrs. Riggs, I guess I really didn't have that much to do today.
Of course you didn't. Now, you just give me a hand here.
Okay, well, just a minute. I'll pick up these clothes. By the way, have you seen Mr. Carson lately?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
Young lady, I'm afraid I was rather stern with your Mr. Carson.
What happened?
Well, it seems that he got it into his head that he was going to take me ice fishing this weekend. The only trouble was that he told everybody else in town about it before he told me. And I didn't like that. And I said something to him about it, and, well, now I haven't heard from him.
Well, it can't be very serious. He'll probably call you as soon as he gets a chance.
I don't think so, dear. I'm afraid that I've really done it this time. I'm afraid that I hurt your Mr. Carson a lot, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he just doesn't come around to see me anymore.
Oh, Mrs. Riggs.
I don't know what gets into me, dear. I get something in my mind, and it seems as if I'm the kind of person I just have to come right out with it. And I know I did the wrong thing.
Well, tell me something. Would you like to go ice fishing with Mr. Carson if he should ask you?
He did ask me, and I put him off.
Well, why don't you tell him how you feel?
Tell you? Oh, I couldn't do a thing like that.
Why not?
Well, I just couldn't. You don't talk about things like that?
Well, I don't mean come right out and say it. You can be cool about it.
Cool?
Yeah.
There you go again. How do you expect me to understand what you're talking about when you use language like that? What's cool?
Well, it's sort of hard to explain. Being cool is being aware of things even when you don't come right out and say them. And that's part of it. You just sort of know what it means, you know?
And how would I go about being cool with Mr. Carson?
Well, let's see. You might... For example, you might send him something that we baked today.
You mean like a pie or a cake?
Yeah, and let him know that you're thinking about him and that you're maybe interested in taking the trip if he should ask you again.
And that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Think you might like to try it?
Might as well. Don't have anything to lose at this point.
You're cool, Mrs. Riggs. And that's the way it is. You either are or you aren't.
Come on now. Let's get to work. Here,
Okay.
you put this in the bowl.
Okay.